You know, any good mistake stories? You know, the mistakes came out of the studio just like, you know.
Yeah, that's what you strive for.
Happy accidents.
Yeah,
Happy accidents are the best thing. I mean, you know, it's the greatest thing when something like that comes along, because you go, oh, we never thought of that. We'll take that.
Yeah.
And the fact is that when you listen to music, I think people always assume that the way that the music is the way that the people who made it wanted it to be, which is a myth too, which is completely untrue. You know, a lot of the time you're disappointed, and or you wish that something had been like this and whatever, but people, when they listen to music, you have to enjoy it and assume that this is the way it was meant to be.
Often bands will spend the rest of their careers trying to recreate what they did the first couple records when they had no idea what they were doing. They're trying to figure out what they did then that made it so great. So I think...
Okay, I'm going to make another contradiction.
That's why we're here.
Okay, let's go back to that whole tuning thing. Does anybody feel, I mean, I think it's a relative thing, you know? You listen to a Nina Simone record, or Jeff Buckley, or any Beatles records, do you hear stuff that's out of tune? I don't. I mean, it all sounds in tune to me. That being said, you know, I don't like when somebody comes in with a guitar that will not go in tune. You know, I don't think there's anything really cool about it. You know what I mean? But you know, conversely, I don't sit there with Pro Tools and manipulate stuff either. You know, I think it's a musical thing to have your instrument tuned. All the great people do it. You know, I mean, I can't really think of stuff that's out of tune, except I don't even think the Sex Pistols records sound out of tune. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Another question I wonder,
But you understand what I was saying, though?
Oh yeah, you're making
Because
chorus.
there's a difference between...
I mean, I tune guitars.
There's a difference between tuning something so it's pleasing to the ear, and then something that has to sit on the tuning note.
Yeah.
And once you start going down that line, you can't go back. You know, that's all I'm making the point.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if it's pleasing, it's probably in tune.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I have to contradict that.
Let's contradict one another. Yeah. I have this Boss chorus pedal. It makes everything out of tune. It's awesome.
ask the artist, he would know.
What?
About tuning and all that.
Yeah, come on, Red.
I might agree more with Tim. I might agree more with Tim. But then again, I keep choosing to work with you. So. But I don't know. I mean, I think
Being taken out of context, maybe.
I think the way that you should, when you're dealing with tuners and when you're dealing with Pro Tools, those are, you know, they're not. You're you're dealing with robots, kind of, you know. And I think the best way to use those things is to use them, you know, like you're banging up your guitar, like the way that you want to hear drums. You play it hard as fuck, you know. And so if you're going to use Pro Tools, I think you just go in there and just don't look at don't line things up. Just go in there and do it as fast as you can. I mean, maybe you're going to make a pop and you got to go back and fix that. But I just think just do it sloppy and make it work. And that's the only way you're going to have any spontaneity.